starting with the national anthem of Germany. And now, we continue to play in the game for number 2, Aquatics. Number 3, Polo. Number 4, Polo. Number 6,
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Los Angeles, California, and the University of Southern California for the start of the 2023 World Aquatics Men's Water Polo World Cup. Joined by John Abdu, Greg Meskel here with you poolside at the Wutangsu Aquatic Center as we are underway with Germany and Spain opening up quarterfinal play. It's Spain in the dark caps and Germany in the light caps as we get underway here. In this one, our officials from the United States, Mr. Dermenjian, and from Romania, Mr. Balanescu. As we'll see Spain get started on offense here. 4 big matchups today as we try and figure out our semifinal round tomorrow. Germany now with a takeaway here as they're moving left to right here on your screen, and we'll get a first look at offense here. John, this World Cup tournament, there is no easing into this event. You are deposited into the quarterfinal round and have to figure out your game right away.
Yeah, absolutely, Greg. And I think that's the beauty of high-level competition. In the past, you would see these group play games. So you might go 3-4 days of group play games, and sometimes it would be manipulated with, and level of play could go up and down, you know, based on significance of the game. Here, every game's important, every minute's important, everything's significant. So you see the intensity rise right away.
And we see a shot and a score immediately. Spain delivering Alvaro Granados, getting Spain on the board early. And just a beautiful skip shot from the outside to give Spain the 1-0 lead on a picture-perfect day here in Southern California. Not a cloud in the sky, sun high in the sky. And we're taking you all the way through the quarterfinal round here. Team USA will play this evening. They take on Serbia at 7 p.m. That'll be the finale here. With the way the schedule lines up and how the qualifications worked from the earlier rounds here of the World Cup, 2 Division II qualifiers and then 6 teams ahead of them from the traditional qualifiers. And so Germany, one of those Division II qualifiers. This matchup sets up as one that Spain is heavily favored in.
Sure, but it's good to give that opportunity, and typical in European sports leagues, to have that sort of relegation and to be able to be promoted, right? So you got to give teams an ability to climb, as you see the exclusion there on the perimeter against Spain.
Yep, first power play on the way here. So Germany will get the 6-on-5 try. And a chance to try and draw even here on the advantage as they work it around the perimeter. Schippert controlling. Now Ganson. And a save Gary comes up with the block as Germany unable to convert on that first power play try. Now Spain back to even strength.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of saves from Gary. I think he's one of the best goalkeepers in the world. At a young age here, still a long career ahead of him. But between him and Granados, Spain has a lot of young talent balanced with the veteran leadership of Peroni.
And they come right back with another. So a quick 2-0 lead here for Spain early. Just 2 minutes gone by in this first quarter. You're exactly right. This Spain team, the defending world champions from last year in Hungary. Never taken the World Cup title. This event reformatted this year with the Super Final series coming to a close, and now the World Cup expected to be typically an annual event. We'll see what 2024 brings with an Olympic year, but this qualification round that you talked about, and then kind of getting into the World Cup, that the replacement plan here for the Super Final going forward. And to your point, a chance to include more teams. It's not the same eight teams vying for spots as perhaps in the old model of the Super Final.
I think it's a great opportunity to grow the sport, give some more visibility, and have more meaningful games. You got to have more meaningful games publicly televised like we're doing today, and this weekend to grow the sport. Beautiful
knockaway there. Granados just tips that up right to himself. Back to Gary, and good start here for head coach David Martin's squad, up 2-0 and threatening here with 5:35 to play in the first.
Granados has got some sneaky length on him when you watch him. He's got long arms, a really fit water polo body, be able to play well offensively and defensively.
Spain with a chance and then a drop. They tried to go quickly on the inside to Tahul for that quick chance, and he just bobbled it, couldn't hang on. And Spain doesn't get the chance on that power play. It comes back to Germany. So Germany looking for their first goal. And that one gets away and taken back by Spain. Sanahua comes up with the takeaway. And now Granados on the attack, left a bit uncovered. He'll thread that right inside. Beautiful look on the hand, and then moving towards the cage and stuffed, but a penalty. That was a powerful move by Tahul on the inside. Contested in close. Benka, the keeper, coming in front, but then the penalty committed from behind by Youngling. And now Spain will get the 5-meter try. Thought Germany was going to get out of that without any damage, but the penalty coming at the very end.
3 years ago they would have. I think at this point with the FINA rules now, excuse me, World Aquatic rules now, allow for that kind of penalty to be called.
And that skip is up and good on the try there from Granados. So he has a couple early on here, and Spain connects on their first penalty shot try. And a 3-0 lead here. And as expected, full slate of matchups here today. Some good ones ahead. It should be a really, really solid day of water polo as we get underway. If you're in the area and a chance to come out and see some of the best in men's water polo, tickets still on sale. And we'll crown champion on Sunday night here at USC.
And viewers getting a live look at Granados' arm, right? Two of the 3 goals here to start the game. Just one of the best players in the world, showing why he is with his ability to put the ball away.
Germany drawing the exclusion. That was Chuk working on the inside. Sets up the 6-on-5. Shoots it controlling. Now Sekulic along 2 meters. Lefty gets it back here. Around the way they work it, and across cage. Laser from Youngling on the power play. And Germany on the board for the first time. They trail 3-1.
Yeah, Youngling given some time there. Be able to put a couple of fakes in on the power play opportunity. A good opportunity for Germany when they get the ball inside. They're going to draw exclusions and get the power play opportunities. That's their best chance to keep this close, Greg, as we talk about the heavily favored Spanish in this game.
Yeah, good chance to try and work for something offensively when things weren't working early on here. We're just about halfway through this first quarter, finally getting on the board. Trailing 3-1 here. Barroso controlling. Plenty of time on this attack for Spain as they work along 2 meters. De Toro now on the inside, battling. They thread it in, double team shows up, and an exclusion is called. So Spain really having their way right now. They're able to draw the exclusion, set things up from the outside. draw the penalty, and now they go back up on their second 6-on-5 with 3:40 to play in this opening quarter. And add another to the tally. Sanahua now adding to the conversation here on offense. And that's the first power play goal for Spain. They had that bobble last time. This time they make it look very smooth and pull in front 4-1.
Sanahua's got a really great release. See that catch and shoot. The ball touches his hands. As soon as it gets there, he's able to wind up and release right away. No fake needed. Between number 3 and number 4 on Spain, Granados and Sanahua, you have two great shooters up top, and you couple that with inside work of De Toro and Tahul, and you have centers and outside shooters, a great goal in Aguirre. You see why Spain is such a dominant team so far in this World Aquatics League.
Yeah, it makes sense why they have come off such a strong performance last year at the World Championships, and even back in 2019, silver. So
that's right.
A good core here for this group, and one that you'd expect as a favorite headed into Paris next summer.
Most definitely, always going to be in the conversation of winning any of these tournaments. Spain will be, as they've been developing and working with this core now for quite some time.
Benka there with the block with the right hand. Good stop. As we are under 3 to play in the first quarter. Germany looking for Sekulic. At about 8 meters, a long way from home here, and they have to dump it aside. The shot clock winding down, and Spain forcing the turnover, and now they'll take control with 2:25 to play in the first.
Germany can stand to be a little more aggressive on these possessions. They have an opportunity to get the ball inside. They can draw exclusions. They had a double post going. You can see maybe a little more aggression will go their way here.
Tahul inside, and he'll draw the penalty. So a second penalty shot try. I mean, you talked about the 2-meter depth of this Spanish squad, and two big guys that are tough to deal with, and another 5-meter upcoming.
I wouldn't want to guard Tahul. He's a big dude. Does a great job inside, and you can see he's putting the defenders wherever they want. If they get the ball inside, he's going to get a shot off or draw an exclusion or a penalty, as he just did again.
Here's Barroso, and goes upper 90, and that's good to go. So 5-1 lead here. A very business-like approach here from Spain to start. This is a team that obviously expects to play for a medal on Sunday, and they're acting like it here in this quarterfinal round.
Yeah, and I think, but these games can't be overlooked, right? They need to come in here. They need to execute what they're trying to do, and not use this as a kind of a downfall on the way, right? This is a preparation. Use this as a stepping stone to get better every game. Because to your point, Greg, you said earlier, it's 3 games. You win 3 in a row, you have a gold medal on Sunday.
Yep.
And that's their expectation. That's their goal. That's their benchmark this weekend.
And this also a real final tune-up for many squads for the World Championships, starting in just a couple of weeks in Japan. Only the D2 qualifiers, Germany and Romania, not going to Fukuoka, but the rest of the field headed to the World Championships. And excellent preparation to prepare for an even bigger event, to treat this one as serious as possible, as Germany gets nothing on that trip down. Coming up on 90 seconds to play in the first quarter. All Spain to start in front 5-1. Save there, Benka. Caught that one center cage. And now Germany on the attack with 1:17 to play. They have been trailing from the jump here. Good opportunity here at 6 meters. As we come up on 1 minute to play in the first quarter. From 5 meters, that's a difficult skip to stop and score it for Giroud.
You take a look at this possession for Germany, a good one, a good solid one. Deep position at 2 meters from Korbel. They have a lot of space. Spain has to come back in an incredibly heavy zone that frees up Chiro up top to put the ball away. But anytime you're in that deep of a zone, you're going to give up open shots like that. Chiro takes advantage.
It's fun to see, especially on this opening day, what sort of defenses these teams will deploy. And what they like to do versus what they're being forced to do, depending on how the opponent dictates.
I think in general, when you see people who can post up the way that both these teams have, you're going to have to play zone. It's going to be difficult to see a lot of like full court presses and, you know, heavy presses that can last more than 5-6 seconds in a half court. As again, another center from Spain could draw an exclusion, this time to Toro. You're going to have to play zone against him and Tahul all day.
So this working to perfection here early for Spain. Shot clock to 15 on likely last possession here for Spain in this first quarter, and the rebound works right back around to the perimeter. They can go back to it again. Good look, far post, slam it home. Easy money on the other side, and Spain cashing in there with Bustos.
Bustos, heavy presence on that far post, and Perrone, the vet, finding him on the cross pass, inside, slam dunk. That's the kind of vision that you need from your leaders like Perrone, and Bustos ready to take it away.
The ageless Perrone still competing here, still remains one of the more fun guys to watch at high-level men's water polo. And
yeah,
has this Spanish team out to a 6-2 edge here. Shot clock is off, 4 seconds, and that's tipped out by Gary. Just 3 seconds left. Shot clock is turned off. And last look here for Germany. With one, outside 6, they can go here on the ordinary. Lob attempt. Nice idea, just a little high, and that's all for this first quarter. Spain charging out to a strong lead, powered by excellent 2-meter play and stifling defense. They're in front 6-2. We return with the second quarter.
Haben so 2-3 Tore zu viel bekommen. Ordnung, die sind stark, das ist alles okay. Spielen gute Pressdeckung. Gegen Pressdeckung zu spielen, müssen wir es mehr bewegen. Vor allem Beine, also auf den Beinen stehen. Ballannahme auf den Beinen, Ballabgabe auf den Beinen. Aber wieder nicht geschafft, Center anzuspielen. Traut euch, wenn ihr eine Schussposition habt, traut euch, greift das Tor an. Überzahl, muss auch schneller sein. Das war langsam. Da, Beste. Die Lücke wird sie öffnen. Weißt du, es ist 2 Jahre mit 2 Beinen haben die alle. Haben 2 Tore geworfen, wir haben 2, 3 Hinausstellungen. Ist alles okay. Hier, aggressiv in der Verteidigung, in dieser Zone. Hoch, hier raus, hin und raus. Centerverteidiger, bitte, nur linke Schulter und Drucke nach vorne. Linke Schulter und Drucke nach vorne. Lass sie sollen Tore aus Überzahl werfen, nicht aus dem laufenden Spiel. Ist auch in Ordnung. Okay, hey, wir haben noch Kraft, haben wir noch ein bisschen mehr Pep. Okay.
Second quarter on the way here between Spain and Germany. A 6-2 lead for Spain in our first of 4 quarterfinals on the day as we open up play at the World Aquatics Men's Water Polo World Cup. Don't forget, fans, live stats available courtesy of Micro Plus. You can access a live stat link at worldaquatics.com or usawaterpolo.org. Just head to the World Aquatics World Cup homepage. All the information there, team rosters, results, and everything you need to enjoy these 3 days of high-level water polo. So some pressure here from Spain out of the gate to open up this second quarter. Shot clock down to 5. 1 clock has gone out here on the far side of the pool. Germany with 1 from the outside. Gary with the save at the last second. Nice idea there to put that somewhere the keeper would have to go and get it, and it'll give Germany a little added time on offense.
Let's see if Germany can get something going here in the half court. I mean, they have some of the tools here to really put some pressure on Spain. If they can attack the zone, really see if their centers can get position here as you watch with Chuk inside, posting up and drawing the exclusion on Perrone.
So the power play coming now for Germany. We'll look at things here from 2 meters, now out high. Here's Ganson. Nothing there. And the near side skip from Strzelecki, controlled by Ageri, and Germany now 1 for 3 on the advantage. Spain looking to counter.
Yeah, not a lot of patience from Strzelecki there and the Germans, and it's going to cause for a Granados counterattack here.
He tried to go right up over the top, was looking for a trip to the donut shop, and instead skimmed it off the bar.
Yeah. Randy's Donuts, just down the street from here. Greg, a great spot if you're in town, looking for a place to go.
That's where he wanted to be.
Yeah.
That was right up by. They go inside once again, and as Chuk was diving towards that ball, it just trickled away, and the Spanish double team comes up with a steal.
You see it again. Chuk has good position, right? And he has good position almost every possession down the pool. Germany's got to do a better job of attacking that zone, being patient, getting him the ball, drawing exclusions, and converting their power plays. And this could be a close game very quickly.
A clean look here from the outside. Big fake around the way they work it here. And just a slip. So the ball's dropped a couple of times here early on. With 1 on the timer, a field block. Excellent team defense there from Germany to bat that one away.
Bozic with a good field block there. Aggressive. You see a little more pep in their step at the start of the second quarter. Maybe came out a little timid against the strong Spanish team, but if they keep moving like this, they will convert.
See the quick battle there again down low. Chuk just trying to create space. Big step out. Beautiful. Still turning. Lob. What a shot. Beautiful delivery from Mateo Chuk. He fought off those defenders twice and then could sense that keeper was out. Nice backhand.
Yeah, just as we were talking about the presence he was making inside, he makes it happen. Bobbles, big turn, and with his back to the goal, flicks a little backhanded lob over. Watch this, beautiful play. That'll make the top 10 highlight film this evening on SportsCenter. That's a good one.
Well done there. First goal for the big man and cuts this deficit down to 3 at 6-3. That's just a veteran center there that knows the cage is open. If he can just get to the ball and flip it, it's going to go in.
Again, and the hard part being a center, speaking from experience here, is right, you got to get your perimeter players to get you the ball, right? And they got him the ball in the right place in the right time, and he's getting some well-deserved rest here. And if they can keep getting some stops in the zone they're playing against Spain now, again, they can inch their way back.
Here's a look from the outside, and they'll pour it inside. And more of the same here for Spain. Another drawn exclusion, their 4th opportunity.
Yeah, that's Tahul again inside, drawing more exclusions, creating more havoc. But again, this game is very demonstrative of how water polo is played inside out. Both centers on both sides making an impact and dictating the game.
Pops it inside, knocked down, good help, and the takeaway. And Germany, Schipper comes across to help thwart that power play try. And Germany will have it back. And you're exactly right with the inside out. Spain, when you have such depth at center, it's just relentless against that German defense. Youngling now. He'll set the table. Here's Sekulic. And that is field blocked on the way through and recovered by Ageri, but the stop there made initially. Granados helping to slow that one down.
Both teams starting to find a little bit more of a rhythm in this game, though, right? A little more back and forth.
On the hand, cross cage, tough to stop. Barroso. Alberto Barroso getting free in space, and now a 7-3 advantage.
Barroso wide open, though, on the counterattack, got ahead. You know, Germany doesn't do itself any favors in the half court there to allow that counter the other way, but beautiful cross cage skip. It's good technical placement. Anytime you're in that position, looking to go cross cage is usually the move. Good finish there from the Spanish.
A little more than 4 minutes to play in the first half. And a 7-3 lead for Spain. Nice crowd on hand already for a game here that does not involve Team USA. So just here to see some great water polo. Here's a step out and tipped out by Aguirre on the Chuk try.
Yeah, Chuk back in the game. Got his rest. He's back, and look what happens. They get him the ball, and he gets a high percentage look off right away. So, again, Germany, if Germany can be patient here, work for Chuk, they're going to get good looks on offense.
And you see the respect. Aguirre lurking off his line and almost got beaten there. That was off the post. He's so concerned to help out at 2 meters. They almost caught him from the outside.
And that's the bait. That's the bait. Got Sekulic to take that shot. Just misses it by an inch, but you see why maybe a Germany deserved to come through a Division II here, right? They clearly have a lot of the tools, and now the mentality and the tactics need to catch up with the talent that they have in the pool.
Now that's the nice thing about the new format. The previous World League play did involve a lot of teams, but you ended up seeing a lot of the same teams end up in that final 8. Here, by forcing to have a Division II qualifier, as this save is made there by Benka, you know you're going to get a couple of these other teams. This weekend happens to be Germany and Romania. Last week in Long Beach, fantastic. Israel making their debut at the World Aquatics level, and then New Zealand.
Yeah, sometimes affirmative action is needed to level the playing field and give people opportunities.
Just by what you read in the news,
yeah. Let's we'll leave that there, but it seems to be working here at World Aquatics.
Shot clock having a struggle there again as we play on with just about 3 minutes to play, and easy on the inside. Chuk taking over now here on the German end of things as he is camped out right inside. They hit him on the hand.
The big man drawing exclusions. Now frees himself. Sekulic with a dime right on the hand. Look at that. He has to catch that cross face. It's a little harder than that looks. Able to fight and still go and again get some well-deserved rest here. And with that new subbing in World Aquatics, now you see him immediately go into the lane line while you're watching this on TV right now. It's because he can really only have to play offense, right? With his new subbing, he can play very little defense, come back, and you can save your center's energy for that offensive end where they can create that kind of space.
Yeah, save his energy, save his fouls, and keep him available. And speaking of which, this foul will not be saved, as that will go against Bozic. And a 5th 6-on-5 chance now for the Spaniards here with 2:45 to go in the first half. A couple of good fakes. And see Benka. And then a big yell. The keeper fired up to make that stop.
And Germany's here to play. I like it. The second quarter is a great turnaround for them. And if you look at the score, they're winning this quarter, right? They're winning the battle this quarter. So this is a nice little revival for them. Benke's going to have to keep stepping up, though, here.
Sides coming even. And as you say that, the cross-cage skip. Muneriz with perfection across the way. And Spain cashes in on their 3rd power play.
Muneriz, just another one of these great shooters for Spain, though, in the power play. Righty up in the pocket. I say Benke's got to step up, and you watch that ball go just right under his arm, cross cage. That would have been another opportunity. He gets another save there. You hear another big yell. Germany's back in the counter, going the other way. That's the 2-goal swings, the inches in these games that make a difference. But Germany's still battling, still winning this quarter. We'll see what they can do the rest of the way.
Yet imagine if you're this German team, you wish you just kind of were more assertive out of the gate.
Yes.
Because to your point, they were kind of getting a feel for this game, and if they brought that second quarter energy in the first, maybe it's a little bit tighter right now.
Well, 100%. I said the 2 things for Germany in this game that where they're behind is in mentality and in tactics. They're not doing a great job in the front court offense, and when they are, they're really converting. Tactically and mentality-wise, if they could catch up with the rest of the world, the talent is there.
No doubt, no doubt. We've seen it here already on display in this first half. Just about 2 minutes to play in this second quarter. Shot clock down to 2, and Aguirre has another. Able to go down and get that Bozic low skip from the outside to keep things 8-4.
Just keep an eye on Aguirre. Everybody watching there. I mean, this is a young goalkeeper that will be talked about for years to come, and waited his turn for some time and is now in that starting position and keeping Spain as one of the world favorites.
And Spain now with the 6-on-5 once more as Bozic excluded. And now Spain goes back to work with 90 seconds to play, right on the post, but Benka, beautiful stop. They spotted De Toro right inside, and he was halted.
Good defense inside, good awareness inside. Benka another stopping, and he's going to be the key to see if this game is closer. 6-on-5 counterattack right now for Germany.
Germany on the attack here. Looking on the inside. Different 2-meter now. Chuk out. They've got Corbell in from the outside with 3, and Aguirre pops that up and right out of play. As we fall under a minute to go in the first half, Germany will stay on the attack here now, but a chance for Spain to settle back in on defense as Tahul waits his turn to check back in on offense. Looking inside once again, looking for a step out, and everyone from Spain showed up. That was like a horror movie where he did not see the bad guy coming. 3 Spanish caps just showed up and took that ball away.
Corbell doing his best, though. He had a good position, kept getting pushed out. And then the movie kept going, right?
30 seconds to play now. Shot clock down to 10 here for Spain on this attack. Around the way, Muneriz just fires past Banca. Gave him the heater. And 9-4 from the outside.
That's a backbreaker for Germany. They were doing a good job making their comeback here, playing so well this quarter. But Muñoz with just such a good release, ability to get the ball, skipping it right into the corner. Their good placement. 8th goal for Spain now with just 20 seconds left here in the half.
And so an excellent start here for Spain. To your point, they've kind of weathered this storm here. Germany battling back in this one, but Spain has hung tough. They've gone back to some of their bread and butter here, getting chances on the power play and just showing off their excellent array of outside shooters.
And Germany is smart here to try to take this possession all the way to the end. We see Chuk back playing offense, so Spain having to drop back in his zone.
Down to just 3 seconds, and that off the bar. The ricochet, Aguirre controls, and they will take this lead into halftime. A 9-4 advantage for Spain. The depth continues for this Spanish squad, the defending world champion, showing their inside-outside game, and they are ahead by 5. We will step aside. You can listen in to some of the halftime conversations as we return with the second half here in Los Angeles.
A ver, chicos, ¿qué nos está pasando? Mirad, con el press adelantado estamos tan abiertos, sobre todo las incompletas, que cuando baja uno a una 4, a una 2, el resto está muy lejos. Hay que bajar mucho antes, ¿vale? O sea, presionamos, pero si vemos que el boya rival ya está llegando cerca, hay que estar atentos a bajar, porque si no, hacemos la 4, pero el de 4 está muy solo, este tiene finta, se va acercando y cada vez la distancia es más larga, ¿vale? Por lo tanto, hoy no hace falta, pero es importante que el boya rival sea el último en llegar, que no sea el primero, porque si no se generan estas parejas y nos genera problemas, ¿vale? El hombre de más está bien, ahora es lo de siempre, ahora os estáis pasando ya del último pase, ¿vale? Tampoco es esto, ¿ok? Hemos claro para adelante, ni una cosa ni la otra, ¿vale, chicos? Seguimos igual, ¿vale? Ahora voy a intentar alargar un poquito más, que cogéis un poco de fatiga, ¿vale? Que pilléis la papa para prepararnos para mañana, ¿entendido? ¿Vale? Venga, Felipe Álvaro, seguimos por 4-5, Marc, Muna, por 1-2, Alex, coge la boya y Miguel, entrabas tú, ¿no? No, Unge. Vale, va.
And we're back with the start of play here in the second quarter. It's a 9-4 lead for Spain over Germany. A good start here for the Spanish squad. They jumped out to an aggressive lead in the first quarter. Germany bouncing back a bit in that second quarter through the dynamic play of their big man, Mateo Chuk. But Spain with a word late. And that was enough to help rebuild their lead here now, 9-4. That cross cage is high and away as Spain has gone to their backup keeper, Eduardo Lorio, coming in. So Rene Aguirre does the job through 2 quarters, and a chance now for the reserve to get an opportunity here. Germany after the contra, skip, bar down. Zoran Bozic able to convert, and Germany getting one back here.
Bozic gets the open look right after the turnover there. Spain swam away from the ball. Ball goes back to Germany, and they get a wide open look based on that turnover. Not the start Spain was looking for here as they try to get some other guys some action early in the tournament, knowing the semifinals are tomorrow if they can get through this. Aguirre resting those legs.
Yeah, did his job here, staked his team to a strong opening 2 quarters, and again, I'm sure he's expecting to go the majority of the next 2 matches. So a little bit of a breather. An exclusion. And the power play here for Spain. Teams have switched ends here in the second half, and they're going to go right to work. This is similar from the first half. That is the big man down low. Tahul goes periscope arm up and just outlasts everybody to put it home.
Tahul, just a beast inside. Takes up so much space. Does a great job of keeping his back to the basket, keeping the defender behind him. And don't sleep on that entry pass. You saw come in Munar, as we talked about his shooting in the first half, but he's able to fake, get that ball right in the entry, and that's the assist that doesn't show up in the stat book, right? Yeah. Because it's the assist to draw the exclusion, and that's something a lot of coaches will keep track of, the live time entry pass that comes in that draws the exclusion. It's a good statistic to keep.
Big turn on this end, and that's a field block. Bustos denying that wheel on the inside. And now Spain a chance to build on their 10-5 edge. Good to go. The skip, beautiful. Munaris, he's got 3. And Spain in front now, 11-5.
Munaris, about 3 yards right in front of us here. Greg, I think, heard us talking about his passing skill, so I could still shoot too. Let me put that away. Maybe he winked at us. I don't know. I saw that.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
It could have been the sun, but either way, we'll take it.
Yeah, I think they can hear us in there. I'm gonna live off of that.
This Spanish team, they went 4-1 during the qualification round. Picked up wins over Greece, Montenegro, Georgia, and Australia. Only lost to Serbia in penalties. And we'll see Serbia tonight against Team USA. That's just a pure steal. Showing off the elevation. Granados up on his legs for the pick, and now Spain on the move with under 6 to go in this third quarter.
Talked about already, Granados has a few steals in this game, right? His ability to be kind of sneaky, lengthy on defense just to match his world-class shooting ability.
All around great player. We'll get an offensive. This one will go against Bustos on the inside. And now Benka can try and set the table here for this German team. Germany, they were perfect in the D2 qualifier, defeating Malta, South Africa, China, and then took it to Kazakhstan 12-1 in that crossover that punched their ticket here to Los Angeles.
Yeah, big win for them.
Yeah, both of the qualifiers were fairly lopsided when it came to that final match to decide. We'll see Romania later. They defeated China 18-9, so it was clear that Romania and Germany were the class of that D2 qualifier.
Romania, the host of the World Aquatic 20 and Under Men's Championship just recently. Obviously doing some work to build the sport there and to continue to grow their national team system and paying dividends.
If we're talking Romania, a big shout out to our producers with Blitz, doing a great job. Skip shot is there. Bustos. So he had the turnover earlier, now makes amends, hitting from the outside, and it seems as if Germany gave their big push here in the second quarter, and now Spain taking control of this one once more.
Yeah, Bustos wide open there in a natural situation, just walks up and puts it away, and that's the danger of giving Spain any kind of space on the perimeter, is their ability to finish there. And I think you're right, Greg. I think Germany had some fuel for the second quarter, but that's about it so far. And see if they can find that energy and find that fuel another time here. But they gave their push, and this Spanish team proving to also have some depth as we see some fresh blood coming in the water. Second string goalie coming in and still being able to push the lead.
So 3 minutes and change gone by in the third quarter. Talked about it being a full slate of water polo. Real good one on the way next. Hungary and Greece. A lot of folks looking forward to that matchup. Italy, Romania to follow, and then Team USA and Serbia to close things out. So expecting at least 2 really competitive matches here. And then while Italy is the favorite, we know Romania going to go hard in that one as well. Field block and a turnover. And it heads back to Spain with 4.5 to go in the third quarter. Shot clock with plenty of time as Spain looks to set up their offense. They've got Tehul inside, but he is double covered for the moment, so that's Schutze giving some support. And it's Schutze with a near steal. It works inside to Tehul, and he has his shot field blocked away. So Germany throwing the kitchen sink right now at 2 meters to try and slow down this attack here from Spain.
I would too. That's everything you got. I'm not guarding Tehul one-on-one. Anytime he's in a one-on-one situation, he's going to score or draw an exclusion.
Changing that arm angle was the shooter Sekulic for Germany, but the stop there from Lorio.
Yeah, we talked about the decent crowd coming in here right now, Greg. Lots of people starting to pile in here at USC. Shout out to the Del Mar Water Polo Club. Looks like they're all up there with Coach Tommy Corcoran and, you know, USC alum himself. So it's good to see some of the local young water polo players coming in and take advantage and learn in this, what is an awesome opportunity to be hosting this event in the United States.
Pass deflected through. Yeah, we saw it last week in Long Beach, and hoping to see it again here this weekend. Good crowds throughout the tourney.
Yeah.
Of course, not only to cheer on Team USA, the host, but as you said, just to watch other high-level water polo. U.S. not getting a chance to host events like this all that often. This is the first time the World Cup has been in the U.S. since 1995, back in Atlanta. Takeaway now, and Spain looking to convert. Getting out on the counter. And they're going to have an opportunity here as cruising in is Sanahua. Defense picks him up now. He'll dish. Unselfish. Moving in at 4 meters. Big stop. Benka. That looked to be a tailor-made goal-scoring opportunity for Spain, and Germany covered up well.
Sanahua with a steal and a counter, and I was about to say a perfectly formatted 3-on-2 counterattack. It would look beautiful all the way up to the finish, but good counter structure there from Spain. Just not able to put it away. But another athletic steal on that end for them. And we talked about 1995 and being the last World Cup hosted here. And it's not too late if you're listening now. Get to come out here on Saturday and Sunday. A wonderful opportunity to see the best water polo players in the world on the men's side here in LA. Don't worry about the traffic.
So the timeout call, we'll listen to the Germany huddle. Hear what they have to say.
Evo mene, vi ste tu i kapte, ja mislim da ste tempo filorili. Vi ste tu i kapte, ajmo pauze. Direktno za pauze, ajmo šipno rank, stavimo Mateo. Ajmo tempo do it.
The thoughts there from Coach Sekulic. And we get back to live action. Youngling controlling here for Germany, trailing 12-5 in this third quarter. 2:32 to play. Timer to 4, threading inside. Beautiful turn and scoop, but the save is made there by Lorio. Germany, second chance on offense. Another save by the keeper, so a couple of big blocks. And won't surprise you to know that on the very best teams in the world, both goalies are very, very good. And we're seeing it here from Eduardo Lorio.
Shocking. You know, it's a tough position to get. You still have to be one of the top 2 goalkeepers in your entire country to make this roster.
Chuk wreaking havoc. Third bite at the apple here on offense for Germany after they draw that exclusion. They're fourth. They're 1 for 3 thus far. 2:05 to play in the third. Low skip.
Ooh.
That goes pinball all across the cage and in on a rocket of a shot from Strzelecki.
Strzelecki patient with this on the power play. Chuk draws it and goes, whips that ball across cage. Look at this. Whips it right through into that back post. Good finish there from Germany. Can this ignite a little bit of a run? Can it get some excitement going on this bench just to keep playing, keep getting better in this game and taking what they can from it?
That's the big challenge here. Down 6 now with under 2 to play. Not impossible, but perhaps improbable as they go inside. And an offensive call there signaled right up front. De Toro with a grab on the defender. And now Germany takes control with 90 seconds to go in the third.
Germany now posting up Schipper inside, the big lefty playing center now for this possession.
So a little mix here after Chuk's been the go-to. Shot clock to 3. Running out of time. Looking for an interference call, not going to get it. And so now with 1, they got nothing to do but try it from about 7 meters, and it's well over the cage.
Schipper, kind of an interesting prospect to look at in the water. Big lefty, looks like he's, you know, got some height, some length on him, big left arm. And it's kind of player that you can post up and play on the perimeter. Again, that young talent you can see here on that German roster.
Born in 02, so a relative youngster on the international scene. Sanahua on the cross cage skip. And Spain silencing any thoughts here of a German rally as they add another.
Sanahua just, you know, one of those natural shooters. Watch this cross cage skip, goes across his body. The heat on the ball, big upper skip there.
He's got 2. Spain's in front 13-6. And so if you're Spain, you're the Spanish coaching staff here, you have to be pleased the guys kind of answered the call here on day 1.
Yeah, and you keep it positive. They've done their job thus far.
Save there, Lorio.
Lorio making his presence known here. And Chuk inside with a shot. But yeah, if you're Coach David Martin and you know you're Perrone and you're the leadership on this squad, you know you want to finish this game strong, but you want to reserve some of that energy and some of that emotional tank for tomorrow night in the semis. And so far so good.
Power play again. 6-on-5, number 8 coming here for Spain. Shot clock is off. Final 15 seconds of this third quarter. They go around the perimeter, get a clean look, and putting it away is Fran Valera. That's the 5th power play goal. Spanish squad making it look simple as they go ahead 14-6 and take complete control of this one ahead of the 4th quarter.
Bustos draws the exclusion. They get another power play. And center cage right there. 3 German arms in front of the goalkeeper to try to shot block that to no avail. Valera puts it away. And 7 seconds left here in the third. That's just another one of those inching kind of straws that break the, you know, the camel's back, so to speak, as the German window is closing rapidly.
Final seconds here. That's Bozic from long range, and they'll force Lorio to knock it down. But a statement made here by the world champions in front 14-6 as we come to the end of 3, well on their way to semifinal action. We will step aside, get a chance to listen in here to some of the quarter break huddles, and we'll come back with the final 8 minutes in our first quarterfinal.
Wir stellen uns jetzt vor, als wäre es 0-0. Wir spielen von vorne an so, als wäre es 0-0. In Ordnung. Volles Draw, 8 Minuten. So, als wäre es null. Ich will jetzt hier die Verteidigung sehen. Wir kriegen von der Position 2 Schuss in die Kurzecke. Kriegen Schuss in die Kurzecke, kriegen aus der Überzahl Tor in die lange Ecke, wo kein Arm da ist. Centerverteidigung muss auch den Arm hochheben. In Ordnung. Vorne. Muss ich einfach 6 Mann, top, gleich. 6 Mann. Ich will aus dem Spiel sehen, dass sie aus Spiel reingehen, vorne weg als Center und sofort raus, wenn kein Ball kommt. Das muss noch provozieren, dass sie zurückziehen, provozieren in Ausstellung. Versuchen in Ausstellung zu nehmen. Die warten um deinen Wort. Die sind da bereit, Torwart ist bereit. Da muss ich in Ausstellung nehmen. Okay. Können noch 8 Minuten, richtig hohes Tempo. Aber versuche das Viertel zu gewinnen. Es ist 0-0, wir gewinnen das Viertel. Okay. Okay, gut.
Fourth quarter sprint has begun. As we get rolling here with a decided advantage in favor of Spain, looking well on their way to earning a spot in the semifinals tomorrow. So look at some of the numbers here, and this Spanish attack, well-balanced. Muneriz with 4 goals. Granados, Sanahua, Barroso, Bustos, all 2 apiece. Gary did the job here with 8 stops early. Eduardo Lorio has already come on and made 5 saves. And for this German team, they go to their backup keeper as Max Vernet has come on. Two goals for Chuk and 2 goals for Chiro lead the German approach. Entry goes in. And nothing there as Germany is unable to get going.
Tahul with a bit of a smirk over here towards the official. But good defense there from Germany, right? Putting their arms straight up, and they get a counterattack out of it.
That's exactly what they would want here. Defense on one end and then the skip on the other. Strzelecki able to convert.
Yeah, Germany gets the jump off the defensive possession after they get the stop inside. Strzelecki getting a lead there. He goes near side skip up for the goal. Good finish there for Germany. Just a minute and 11 seconds into this fourth quarter.
Just need 7 more of those if you're the Germans.
Yeah. There's no 7-pointer here in water polo. Did that not happen in the last year with all these rule changes?
That wasn't one of the new things adopted by World Aquatics.
Well, that's a shame.
The old 2-point goal would help from back in the college days in the 90s, but
missed those days.
Yeah, that has never made it here at the international level. That's a beautiful field block. A race for it. And Spain is there first with Larumba. Again, faking and threading inside and high on the hand, and that is just pure power and strength. Tahul, how do you stop this man holding that high in the right hand and just denying all comers?
We've talked a lot about Tahul. We've called his name a few times this game, Greg, and I think you called this periscope arm at one point in this match. But watch this. Yeah, he keeps it up straight high. His head's underwater, but somehow he's got eyes on the ball and in his hand and still able to put it away despite being underwater and still with 3 defenders around him.
Just has a good sense, awareness of where he is in the pool and knew exactly where to put that ball for a 15-7 lead.
I mean, it just makes such a difference for your team when you have a center who can create that kind of space and draw that kind of attention as the Germans get a power play here.
2 minutes into the fourth. Germany on the advantage. Inside, one hand redirect. Bozic. They made that look real smooth on the offensive end. And again, just the flick of the wrist from Bozic.
I like that in the American numbers, the old 1-2 pass inside on the 6-on-5. I used to like that one as an athlete myself because it's not a pass you expect. It's a little unconventional. You usually try to get the ball the opposite way if you're on that post, but if you're able to redirect and go cross cage like Bozic did, it's a good finish, it's a good pass. And again, Germany practicing here for the next 2 games that they'll still have here for placement in the World Cup.
Tomorrow we're on to the semifinal round. We'll start with our 5th through 8th place semifinals at 1 and 3, and then get into the medal round semifinals 5 and 7. All part of a jam-packed weekend of World Cup water polo here at USC. Burnett there with the denial.
Germany also going with their backup keeper, getting some minutes, getting some development opportunity in this high-level match here in the first round of the World Cup.
Good opportunity for everyone to get an opportunity here and just get their chance. That's off the frame of the cage. And now the 6-on-5 for Germany. A little bobble, and they'll call for time. So Coach Sekulic here wants to talk things over on the 6-on-5 try. So we'll see the red flag is out. So for Spain, about the only thing that hasn't worked their way, one player excluded for the match, Cabañas, has been given his 3rd foul. Or perhaps it'll be number 12, Bustos. Cabañas is waiting to sub in. Either way, about the only falter for Spain as we listen to the huddle.
Mogu odigrati napad pa onda, ako zabijemo i dalje.
Ajmo mena, ajmo hier drei. Zolki geh auf die 3, linke Seite, wir spielen die 3, wieder auf Zolki, okay? Ready? Film. Back.
Timeout complete, and Germany with a chance here on the advantage, trailing 15-8, under 5 to go in the 4th quarter. Facing probably an insurmountable lead, but looking to work through some of their chances here on offense to prepare for tomorrow's match. And as sides set to come even, that shot off the post, and the rebound ends up coming to Spain as Cabañas was emerging out of the corner after Bustos was fouled out of this match. Lunariz, he's got 4, looking to facilitate this time, and more of the same from earlier on this matchup as Tahul draws the exclusion, and Spain wastes little time. Sanahua with his squad's 6th power play strike, and they keep adding.
Yeah, Tahul with another exclusion drawn, and Sanahua just showing what he does and attacks the 6-on-5 quickly, right? High percentage look when you can attack that quickly. No one really in front of him. He got up so high out of the water, I could see his Olympic ring tattoo on the side, showing what they did there in Tokyo, and again, showing like we talked about earlier in World Championships, now here in the World Cup qualifier, World Cup, ready to prove that they're one of the best teams in the world.
The Spanish team 4th in Tokyo, but then followed up with a world title in 2022. Bozic looking outside here as Spain sent one the other way. Germany trying to take advantage on the small edge, and now Spain getting back in time. And so they had to go quickly there. It didn't happen. Now Spain will release. Shot clock about to expire, and the aggressive defense for Spain paying off. They try to go quickly on the counter, trying to ignite that advantage on the other end, but that pass just off the mark. They had Granados out in front. Lorio got a piece of that as it goes off his hand, off the post and away, and so he comes back in at 2 meters with 3:16 to go in the fourth quarter. Shot clock to 4, to 3. Running out of time with 1, and just unable to gather was Bozic. Seen a couple of drops here from Germany early on this match. We did tell you, of course, and you can see being played in full sun. A lot of the guys covered in sunscreen, and that tends to make the ball a little slippery.
Yep. Especially early on in the day here, right? When the sunscreen and you know, just getting used to back on these balls. And oh, good finish there again from Muñoz.
That's another.
Tough for Germany to stop these natural goals. You can live with the exclusions, you can live with the power plays, but when you're given this natural goals here in the front court where just one-on-one in front of the goal, quick fake goes up, goes down, and then puts it in the lower right corner. Muñoz showing again what he's been doing all game now. Multiple goals for the Spaniard, and again showing, as you see him and Granados walking off the deck there, the size, the length, the shooting ability, the athleticism.
It's the 5th goal of the day for Monterrey's, and it's a 17-8 lead for Spain. Coming up on 2 minutes to play. Again, Germany being forced to use a lot of their shot clock, now down to 4 on the timer. Long range, and Lorio reads that well. Came to him center cage, and he knocks that down. We're under 2 minutes to go. Don't forget, post game we'll hear from our player of the match. One is selected following every game here. And then, of course, we're on to the rest of the quarterfinal round, that Hungary-Greece battle coming up at 3 p.m. local time. Dangerous pass on the inside, and you can be sure that De Toro can't believe it. He was open and just skied that hook shot try.
Yeah, that's air ball and a layup right in front of the basket, but he'd want that back. But resting comfortably with a 9-goal lead, I don't think he's lose much sleep on it tonight.
No, those are the mistakes you can afford to make when you've done the job through the opening 3.5 quarters. Lob is there. Chuk, bright spot here for Germany in this one. Mateo Chuk adds another, and too little too late, but he was a force, as you alluded to early on, John.
Yeah, you get a second look at it. Chuk just inside again, one-on-one against Peroni. Right, mismatch in size there, and he goes cross cage with the lob. But you know, he's showing some of those fundamental skills at the center position that are needed to be successful there. He has the ability to keep defenders behind him, his ability to snap really hard to the ball, and has like a nice touch every time he finishes. So definitely a bright spot for Germany if they can build around him and continue to feed him the ball and try to make some stops on the defensive end.
Final moments in this one. De Toro working inside once again, looking for position. Good tussle. He just is backing the defender down, and perhaps a little too aggressively, as he was called for the offensive foul in that back and forth with Bozic. Last minute here in the fourth quarter, 17-9. This one never in doubt. Spain with a hot start, 6 goals in that opening quarter, and they did not look back. Shot clock to 4. Major thud on that field block.
Granados with a shot block. Again, even with these small rosters, though, you would maybe somebody watch right now wondering why these starters or star players for Spain are still in the water. But only 6 guys on the bench, right? And you got to have a goalie, backup goalie in there. So you got to play all these minutes and you got to finish the game. It's one of the interesting aspects of international water polo here. There's no second string per se.
Big fake, wind up, the field block, but right back to Spain. Last look here with 4 seconds left. and exclusion. And on the power play, Spain ices this cake with the power play strike from Granados. They finish at 7 for 10 on the 6-on-5 and look to add one more goal, and that puts a cap on this one. And they just want to stay humming at a high level going into the semifinals, so they never took their foot off the gas in this one.
No, 7 to 10 on the power play will get it done. Greg, that's a great conversion percentage there, and another goal for Granados, and Spain capping off a signature quarterfinal win here at the World Cup.
So 18 to 9. So they may have to put a couple of seconds back on the clock for Germany to have that final possession. That goal perhaps went in with a little more than a second to go. So 1 second remaining after that power play goal. 18 to 9. And that is all. Now it's officially in the books. 18 to 9 for Germany. Shook with 3 goals to lead all scorers, but this was about Spain on this day. Munariz with 5 goals leads everyone. Granados, Sanahua, 3 apiece. Barroso, Tohul, Bustos, 2 goals each. The veteran, the captain, Baroni, doesn't have to do much in this one as his teammates carry the day, and the keepers shine bright. Aguirre with 8 saves to get us started. Loria with 7 in reserve. Benka goes most of the game for Germany with 6 stops. So that is how this one comes to a close. We'll have our player of the match interview shortly. But this was the vintage experience here from Spain. Dynamic offense, and then when they had to, some stifling defense.
Yeah, and credit to Germany for putting in that effort. The D2 team, they make it out of their qualifier here, and you know they earned their way here. They deserve to be in that game and put in efforts in glimpses that we saw. But Spain, again, the defending world champion, showing us why they are.
Look at your final numbers here of who put the goals away, courtesy of Micro Plus. Now we have our player of the match interviews coming up, so we will step aside for the moment. As you look at our updated bracket, we've got Hungary and Greece up next. Batten down the hatches for that one. Italy, Romania, and then Serbia, Team USA to close things out. But for now, John Abdu, Greg Meskel stepping aside. And stay tuned for our post-match interviews. We are back at 3 p.m. local time with our next game here. More to come.
Alberto, congratulations, you are the player of the game. This was the first game here in the World Cup for Spain. Maybe it was easier than you expected, or how was the game from inside?
Well, I think we knew that we were favored to win this game. I think our level is pretty high this year, so I think we're really happy with the performance. I think we received many goals, but it's normal. It's the first game. We need to adjust to everything, to the pool, to the place, to the city, to everything. And happy because I think we play a good game. Now focus on tomorrow. We will see who is our next rival. So I don't know, we will see.
You scored 5 goals, and there were some very nice goals what you scored, but also the whole team, I think in attack was very, very strong. Was it also the goal of the team today to play very nice in attack?
Obviously, always it is to play nice, both in attack and in defense. I think it's way more important to be focused on defense, because at the end it's what gives you, I think, victories and what gives you, I don't know, advantage over the rival. So I think we need to adjust defense. I think every tournament when you start is difficult because you need to keep playing in order to improve. So I think in the next games, I think our defense will be better. So we will see.
In the other branch, you play against the winner of Hungary and Greece. Which team would you prefer?
I don't care. I think they are both great teams. I think any of them is going to be really hard for us. So I think now we need to rest to see who's better today and prepare for tomorrow, because it's going to be like a hard battle, but I think it's going to be a really nice game, whoever we play against. So looking forward to it.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. Thank you. I'm sorry. David, congratulations. Very easy win, at least from outside. That's what we saw for Spain. From outside of the pool, how did you see the performance of your team?
Okay, never is easy. Never is easy. The first game in the tournament is always very difficult. Today is very hot with the weather. But okay, we must ready tomorrow. Tomorrow will be very different against Greece or Hungary. And okay, I am happy because I think tomorrow we must much better the defense. We might score a lot of goals in defense. But okay, we're ready.
Just from outside, what I saw that the game was not so quick, and one of the strengths of Spain that you are very strong, very quick in swimming, very quick decisions. Today it was not the style of your team. It was because of the opponent team of Germany, or this was your tactic?
No, okay, I think in the first quarter we start with a typical pressing from Spain. After we want try another defense more zone. But okay, we must prepare the next games. We need the sure a different defense pressing zone, and this is the motive.
Spain is one of the favorites to win the World Cup here in Los Angeles. What is the main goals for you? Is it a preparation for the World Championships, or you just focus on the World Cup? What is your plan?
Of course, the focus is in Fukuoka. I think this is the most important competition this summer. But for us, it's very important, this competition. We don't have ready 100% physically the team. But I think that we are ready to compete, to be strong in this competition. This is important to win for us.
Thank you very much, and good luck for the tournament. Thank you.
Thank you.